All right, so we're going to continue on this little progression here with this elbow pass. So if you remember, we're going fake high crotch, pulling him underneath to our front headlock, and we're elbow passing. And at first, if he didn't square up, we were going high crotch double. If he did square up, we're going to our single. But there is another option in here too. We can look to go to our ankle pick using that elbow pass. So out of all these ones I've shown here, this is probably the one I'm going to hit the least. It definitely works, but just for wrestling, I'd rather hit my single or my high crotch. But it's good to have this just as another option in here. So everything's going to be the same. I have my underhook, my step fake, pull him underneath, got my elbow pass, and I start to circle nice and slow again. Now, if you remember before, when Mike squared up with me, we went to our single. We're basically doing this from that same exact position here. But it is so important on this one as, not as important on the single or the high crotch, that I'm pulling down. All right, I want his elbow as close as I can get it to his foot here, because this is the position I want him in when I'm going to pick him. If he's standing up higher, it's really hard to pick a guy once I'm here because it starts to get extended and you just don't have the same kind of leverage. So I want to really get him pulled over, get that weight on his low back, and get him really heavy on that foot before I actually go to this pick. So I start pushing this across. He squares up. I'm staying low. Lots of pressure here. I'm going to use my head, pushing into him as kind of like a little extra help here. I'm driving off this leg here, pulling down this arm, and using my head to pressure in. My opposite hand is going to come right down around his ankle, and we're going to use our head and our arm to knock him off base here. See, if Mike's already kind of like off balance here, if you look at his feet turn like 90 degrees. So his feet are lined up like in a perfect line here. It's really easy to get him off balance. We just need to make sure we're continuing to pressure that way to hit this pick here. So again, yeah, look how close his feet are together. For him to have a good base, he'd want his feet wide the other way. From there, it's going to be hard to knock him over. But if we get him really squaring up, this is a tough spot for him to be in. So bring it back up to here. He's squared up with me. Circle, circle, he squares up. I get nice and low, keeping my head right in the armpit. Attack here, drive through. And come up and look for your ankle lace if you're in freestyle, or just kick it to in folk style. But again, it's so important that we stay nice and low and driving the whole way through on this. I got an underhook, fake, pull under. So the rest of here, he squares up. I get low, pulling this down, collecting that leg, and finishing. So pretty simple, and again, like I said, it's just another option to have in here. And it's very low risk. If you don't get it, if it doesn't fall down, you'll lose the position, but you're not really putting yourself at too much risk here. So one last time. Back up an underhook, step fake, pull under, I start to circle, I can't get that high crotch, he really squares up, low, drive off the leg, use my head, and then chase that down, and get our 2 points there.